Hello and welcome to the Arcane Adventures. I am Sarah and it's very nice to meet you all.
And these are the players. Say hi, everyone.
Hello! Welcome to a Minecraft role-playing server.
And get out of my chair, please.
Yes. Okay.
Get out of the chair.
I'm gonna go back into my area. Hello.
Right, I just gotta maneuver the title because it is currently blocking the. I can't actually. You know what? If we just do that, There we go. There we go. I have no idea what the layout's going to look like for Allderra tomorrow, but anyways, so I'm your dungeon master for tonight, Marcus Aurelius, and these are my merry band of misfits. They all said hi already. Obviously, we are without two tonight, those being our Arlen and our Ignacio. So, is everyone ready to go? I'm expecting a unanimous no.
No.
I
Fuck
join
it,
in
we
on
ball.
that. I join in on the unanimity.
Ready? Everyone. 3, 2, 1. No.
No.
That was so delayed. Anyway, let us.
Say no to politics.
Say
Just,
no. Yeah, just say
just
no.
kill the king and hope it works out.
No! We don't do that here.
Right, so let us begin on our 20-second session. Last time in the world of Esalinti, the group made their way back to the wonderful world that is, whatchamacallit, Entracia, going by the town of Farana, where Nisa got into a spot of hot water because they're a bit of a plank, needing Zeta's assistance to break them out. They crossed through why can't I have no idea why I cannot think anymore. Yeah, they passed through Vedici, reuniting with Vi for only but a brief second, and then continued down south to what remains of the city of Entracia, seeing the burnt out ruins, the charred remains, and most importantly, finding the dead body of Freya, Arlen's sister. Hazel took their moment to make their way up to Allderra to confront their father directly, to which their father, having gone quite a bit mad, tasked Hazel with rooting out any impurity, any evil within the borders of Entracia
Well, they just
At-
fucked.
any cost. But as she left, she made one point clear, that was that, obviously, this is not how you rule a kingdom, and set the wheels in motion for something much greater. So, we're going to start with Zaz, Nisa, and Zeta. You spent most of the day, obviously, helping out refugees, getting people towards the docks, towards boats that have been coming in from the continent of Mystica, from Vedici, from all around, simply offering people a way out to a new home. You find yourself in sort of like a little brief rest. What is it you'd like to do as you just take a sit back and have a moment to breathe?
I'm gonna say to the group, "Phew, that was something. We managed to get those other people safe and sound. And now I guess we have to deal with other things, which is probably Hazel's father that could be in trouble.
Yeah, but based on all this shit, don't think he's the one in trouble here. I think you're right though. We should definitely give him a welcome call. How many people at a game have been like? How many boats have we put these people on?
So boats have been coming in steadily throughout the day. There's usually like 2 in at dock at a time. They get loaded up and they're gone. It's like the Berlin airlift but in boat form. So you've got
Right.
a constant string of like big and small boats coming in and taking people off.
Having
You going?
having been in the city before and kind of knowing roughly how many people are around these parts, how many people percentage-wise didn't make it on one of the boats? Like, what's the mortality rate so far?
Make me a general intelligence check.
Ah,
Because this
I would
involves
appreciate if it's a-
maths.
I'd appreciate if it was a wisdom.
No, because it's not street smart.
You
this
can
is your
just ask
academic.
Theta.
Fine, that is a 14.
So, by what you've seen so far, you can sort of gather that obviously there are a fair few casualties, but you're sort of looking around 80% of the population survived so far.
Hmm.
Obviously, you've only been to a couple streets, you've only seen a couple places, you don't know how it is in the farm region, in the slums, or most importantly in the industrial part up north.
Yeah. So how many people roughly, like to the nearest significant figure, have passed or have not made it to the boats?
From what you've seen in your area, you've managed to total about 30 to 40 dead.
I'm just gonna send a message to Hazel.
Okay.
Refugees on move. Task completed for now. Any rendezvous points set for us?
All
P.S.
I would say is okay.
Wait, hold on, they haven't finished the message.
Sorry? Continue.
P.S. Any brief summary on Mad Dad yet?
I'm just gonna say okay, thank you. Meet at Freya's shop. Talk about Dad there.
Hey guys.
Hmm?
Princess is done speaking to her father. She wants us to meet at Freya's shop.
Okay.
You guys got any further business here, or should we just start heading?
I say we shall head there.
It's at that point, before you start moving, you hear, "Oh my god, you came back!" As you just heard it, dun 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 dun, as Brat comes up and bear hugs Zaz. As you
whoa.
just picks you up and is like, "I missed you so much. You didn't say goodbye."
I'm sorry. Look, when we leave Brack, we'll make sure we'll
You're
send
not
you.
leaving. You're not leaving now, are you?
No. We've come back, but
Oh, that's
there's some things to go on with because you know Princess Hazel's father.
Oh yeah, he's went a bit loco. Yeah, I know about. I know all about that. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
some sort of psychiatrist, you know.
Ah, I see.
And you just hear the clicking of heels as Betty comes up the side and say, "Brack, for once, shut up." Oh, you can't tell me to shut up, Brack.
Nice to see you two again.
As Brack goes off in a little strut, Betty's just.
So,
It's
how are things
it's
going?
it's not the best circumstances, I must say. Obviously, because the city
Yeah.
is no longer citying.
As far as I can tell.
But luckily, we're okay. We managed to escape most of it. I know a few didn't.
Sadly.
I mean, it was mostly thanks to Freya that a lot of us even survived, so
Indeed.
we're all kind of in a life debt to her.
Yeah.
Oh, and another Freya. Do you know another Freya?
We do.
Mm.
Yeah, she's helping out at the temple, just helping with the wounded.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
So,
Right, we shouldn't keep any more time. We've got to get back to the kitchen. At that
course.
point, you see Ignacio Tyrant. Did you say kitchen? It's Brack's like, oh yeah, we got a right good kitchen, you know. I think that's like,
yeah.
mind if I help?
Oh,
I do love some help. Oh yes, I like
Oh,
help.
and Ignacio,
Yes?
if ever Brad, kind of like accidentally pushes some cutlery on the floor, he
What's-
can be a bit clumsy. So just keep an eye on him.
Zaz,
Yes.
you're asking a blind person to keep an eye on them.
I'm just gonna give one of those. I should have known that. I'm not.
You see Betty just like look between us like they lean into the niece and it's like they're blind?
Good friend of ours. Saved a few of our lives back when we were. I'm sure they'll tell you the story.
They're a blind chef.
And incredibly good at it, yes.
Well, hopefully they can keep a better eye on Brack than I can.
Yes. Anyways, we
But
shall go to Freya's.
so as the two groups part, obviously Ignacio going with Brack and Betty, and then the three of you going to Freya's shop. Hazel.
Yes, TTM.
Did you say yes, DDM?
Yes, TTM.
Fucking hell.
It almost sounded like Daddy DM.
Ariel's the dungeon dungeon mommy on a Sunday. I am the dungeon daddy on the Saturday.
What have I caused? Anyway, let's continue.
Yes, so you are obviously at the bottom of Allderra, just like you've been tasked by your father to do this task, but obviously you know better than it. So what is it you're going to do?
As I got that message,
Yeah,
I replied to them and said,
yeah, I know exactly what you said. Everyone knows what you said.
so I'm gonna go find Freya.
Yeah,
Can I go find Freya?
yes you can.
Thank you.
But you know where Freya is.
At the shop?
Yes.
Okay.
She's
let's
still
go
there
to
from
the
when you
shop
left her,
then.
like, inconsolable.
I'm gonna go to the shop then.
Okay, go to the shop then.
Okay.
Are you going to, I don't know, speak to anyone on the way?
No.
Okay. Really being a princess of the people, aren't you?
I'm going to have a look at who needs help then.
Good.
Who needs to talk to someone.
The streets are littered with refugees.
Right, what do I say?
Laugh at the starving orphans.
That was such a Zeta quote, I can't even be mad.
No, don't even say that.
So, obviously, all along the streets you've got, like, wounded, burnt, scarred people. Everyone just, like, casually sitting, well, not casually, just, like, sitting outside of burnt buildings, burnt, architecture, stuff like that. They look up to you, obviously, knowing who you are. Everyone in the city knows who you are, and they look at you with that face of, please be a savior of some sort.
Those who are injured, there are boats for you to evacuate. We do not know if this dragon will be coming back, so we do wish for you to evacuate if you are able to get there. If not, Those who are able to, please put the injured in a place they are safe to be tended to.
Fair enough. So, are you just going to say that as you're just walking through the street and see what happens? So you do fear a few, obviously, ambient remarks and just reactions to it. It's not long, obviously. You know the quickest route to Freya's shop. And obviously by the time you do get there, you do meet with the others. Zaz, Zeta and Nisa, you obviously see behind Hazel a fair bit away. You do see like a small column of refugees starting to make their way towards the docks. But yeah, as to meet outside of Freya's shop.
Freya.
Yeah, Freya's inside.
Okay, I'm going to head
Yep.
into... Who's with me?
So you've got yourself, Zaz, Zeta, and Nisa.
Please, come in.
Okay.
I'm going to enter.
As you do, you find Freya in the exact same position that she was in. Obviously, just sat at the table with a mug in her hand.
Freya?
Did you speak to him?
Yes, he's unreasonable.
Welcome to the situation here.
He still wishes to take down the dragons. That's what he said. And when I tried to reason with him, he said that people in the city weren't going to trust him. And that he asked me, he tasked me with with getting rid of them. Of course they're not going to do that, because they're not being unreasonable. He is.
Perhaps I should fill you in on what happened when you guys left all those years ago. Obviously, you left on your business in Magadaria. You saw your father. You made peace with the orcs, and then you went to Bon Fortuna. Your father had no idea where any of you had gone. 3 Knights of the Realm and his daughter had just vanished without any trace. So, of course, that was stage 1 of him going insane. He sent emissaries, he sent patrols out, and eventually people started growing weary of what he was doing, so he masked it all as a protection racket. Got the 4 main Jarls of Mystica to all come together and basically sign away their land under the Intracian banner so then he could have more freedom to find you. He started going mad. He started quelling dissent. A year before you lot racked up, he
what, Freya?
He sent an army to enact martial law in the fortress city of Isengir.
What?
114 died that day.
What did they do?
They wanted autonomy. They wanted freedom. They wanted more rights. But your dad said, no, you're under martial law. You do as I say and nothing else.
We are a city of freedom. This isn't right.
He gave everything up to find you, and when you sent that letter to say you had been found, he knew he could turn his sights away from inland threats and he could now focus on the exterior ones. When you sent the letter saying that Vedici was in our hands,
Vedici isn't in our hands. It's in
he
the
interpreted
Bastard's.
that way. He saw Vi as a puppet. Because of course there's still a Knight of the Realm here.
Freya, may I talk to you in private?
Sure. You got the other 3 with you, what are you going to say to them?
I'm just gonna go.
Oi, fuck off!
Guys, can you wait outside quickly? I need to talk to Freya.
Later head outside.
Can do. I'll head outside.
Okay, so as all 3 of them head outside, it's just you and Freya left in Freya's little kitchen area.
Hearing what you had to say, I'm gonna step up early. It seems like he's becoming unreasonable. He's gone insane. He's not fit to rule.
Did he task you with anything?
He tasked me to get rid of the people that didn't trust him, didn't believe in him. And then he also kicked me out because I said no.
You could use this to your advantage. Personally, I don't know how, but I'm sure if you and your friends talked a little about it and found out some sort of solution, I'm sure you lot could find a way to get him out of power. I mean, that girl Nisa, she seems like quite a revolutionary.
I built quite a good reputation when I was here. I need to get the people on my side. Hell, the guards, and even the royal guard on my side.
You know,
I don't know how I'm going to do that. Just yet.
you have to focus on his main generals.
Those are?
Oh, I can't remember which one was the leader of the army and which one was leader of the royal guard. To Google. I've got it in a document. I know I have. Right. Please bear with during this intermission. No, you deleted it. I can't access your file. But I want to say it was Hadrian that was leader of the Royal Guard. If not, I can retcon myself.
Okay.
She says, first of all, Hadrian, captain of the Royal Guard. Rosie, Admiral of the Navy.
Yeah.
Obviously myself, the court mage, you've already got my support all the way.
Okay.
The head civil servant. You've got to get her on board. And finally, and this is going to be the toughest one of them all,
And who's that?
the population of this place.
That is going to be the hardest.
It's not going to be as hard as you think, but it is going to be difficult. You need an unwavering amount of support. But you cannot, I repeat, you cannot, Hazel, let your father find out about this. If he does, he will kill everyone. He'll kill everyone involved. He'll kill you and your friends. You're more than happy to use my place as base of operation. I know you will. I know Polto will let you use the church. I honestly suggest you go there. The amount of wounded and dead, you can appeal to a large mass and you can see Freya.
Freya?
Freya came into the city the day before the dragon attacked.
You mean Freya Althor?
No, not Arlen's sister. No, Freya Naoma Sturads.
Freya, I know them.
Well, they're going to be a bloody powerful aid on your side.
We saved them from inside Balm Fortuna.
Then don't put it to poor use.
Okay, I'm making my way to Porto, but I need to talk to my group first.
Yes, of course. Take. Honestly, the longer you take, the less he'll be suspicious.
Okay.
But you just need to make sure that your dad does not find out.
I have the backfire of the, the quest that he's given me.
Yes, but I hardly doubt he would have seen you have changed your mind so quickly. You've got to... I'm sure you'll think of a plan.
I will.
You're resourceful, Hazel. And if things have gone differently...
I will not leave my city to be killed from within. I won't let it go corrupt. Not any more than it already has been.
You better act fast then.
Okay. I'm gonna step outside and I'm gonna go. You guys, please step in with me. I need to talk to you.
I'll step in and say, alright, what's the plan?
Tell us, Hazel.
My father has gone corrupt. We need to gain people onto my side.
You don't say.
So
Okay.
we head to Polto. We need to gain the people's trust, and we need to gain their support, along with the 4 others. We've got Freya's support already. Discussing
That's-
Freya as she's in the room.
That's good to know.
But the other 3, sorry, my mind is a bit frazzled.
It's all good.
Are
That's
Hadrian, Rose, and the head civil servant.
Okay.
But first we head to Polto.
Sounds good to me.
I know you
we
guys
get
will
going
have
then?
my back. We've gone through thick and thin. And I'm sorry to have dragged you into my own personal business. But I do
It's
need
o-
your help throughout this.
It's all good, Freya. Some of us will be there to support
Did
you
you
in
just
the
call
matter what.
Hazel Freya?
No? I don't
In
think so.
IRL Insight, you said... You definitely
I
said
heard
You
Freya.
said
Oh.
Freya.
I heard Freya.
I'm gonna count some deception.
Hadrian, Rose, and the head civil servant.
That's gonna be a 16 on deception.
But first we head to
I'm listening to the playback.
It was definitely Freya.
Oh.
I know you
We'll
guys
get
will
going
have my back. We've gone
Thanks,
through
Eva.
thick and thin. And I'm sorry to
Welcome
have dragged
back.
you into my own personal business.
My computer just
But I do need your
momentarily
help
died.
throughout this.
I have no idea.
good, Freya.
Yes!
Oh, for God's sake. No! I'm sorry, Sarah. I was meant to say Hazel.
That's gonna be the most interesting 30 seconds on the D&D stream ever.
That's gonna go in the shorts, isn't it?
Yep, that is going in the shorts.
Oh dear.
Anyway,
What did I miss?
So you basically just missed Barnaby accidentally calling Hazel Freya, and then 30 seconds of me waiting for the playback to catch up. And proving him right.
It would only be the 4th Freya in, like, one of our D&D campaigns.
Yeah, there's only been Freya, and Freya.
alright, let's go. And I'm gonna be I'm gonna start moving them towards it as I know the city the most.
That's it. You start walking your way through the city itself, going street to street, obviously seeing more and more people just like lent outside, just like trying to relax, healing from what wounds they still have. The closer you get to the church, the more packed it gets, and by the time you reach the church, it looks like a war hospital. No, there's overcrowded war tents. It's just flowing out from the doors. Inside has just been completely converted. You see priests, knights, everything in between, just tending to people. Including obviously Polto, the head of the church itself, and you do see Freya running about from bed to bed, helping out clerics and other holy warriors.
Polto,
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm sorry this had to happen.
Oh, you have nothing to be sorry about, my dear. For it is not you who caused this dragon attack. Oh no. He just simply looks around at all the bodies, and you see the beds are like near enough touching each other. Some of them aren't even beds; they're just pews converted into beds.
I've gotten a few of them to evacuate. We don't know if there's going to be another attack.
Well, I guess preparing for any eventuality is better than not preparing at all. So you're doing the right thing, I must say.
How many casualties have there been?
Official figures are hard to say. Casualty-wise, if we're talking military standards, then everyone in the city's a fucking casualty. Now this is surprising to you. Porter was never sworn in his life.
That's a first from you.
It is not every lifetime you get to experience a city being burnt around you. But if we're talking in terms of deaths, I've probably buried close to 80, 90 people so far today alone.
And I spotted about 50 whilst I was helping with the refugees. That brings the total up to
And what
just
do you
under
think about my
just under
father doing
200.
nothing?
Say that again?
And what do you think about my father doing nothing to help?
Your father is not the man he used to be, Hazel.
I've seen.
He is sick. He is deluded. He does not know the power he possesses, and he is corrupted by it. He shunned all his advisors. He stopped coming to me for aid, for enlightenment. He just decided to go on the warpath.
I'm just going to telepathic speech him because I know that maybe there may be people listening. I said, then what do you think about helping me overthrow my father?
He can respond with that, right? Let me
Yes.
check.
Yes, he can. He just responds with, "You know, I'd walked with you to the end of the earth. You're so much more reasonable now than your father ever was."
I've been through a lot, and I don't wish for this place to become what he's making it.
The sooner you get on that throne, the better, but I know this stuff will take time. You have to ease into this. If anyone gets wind that...
I know. The people that are aiding me will die, and so will I.
Well, I am glad to know that you spoke to someone a lot more fluent in the realms of usurping, but it is not usurping this time, for you have a legitimate claim to this throne.
I do, and Freya's a very good support.
I had a feeling you would have talked to her first. She is quite knowledgeable, is she not?
Yes.
She is, after all, over a couple thousand years old.
And the court mage.
She learnt most of her stuff from a person overseas before coming to Intracia. One person who, if I'm correct, is still alive. Barely.
Really?
There's one mage known as, oh, the name escapes me. Something Silver.
Millennia Silver?
Is that in character?
Yeah. We've heard about it, remember?
Oh yeah. Yes, Millennia Silver, but she's far away from here.
Wait, is that the Millennia whose name was on the daggers?
Oh, that one. Wow.
Yeah, she's a powerful mage in the land to the north. Freya learnt a fair bit of her magic from her before, obviously, diverting to the druidic ways.
I wish to help you with the people, so then not only are they okay, but I can gain support from them.
We've got a few beds over there. He points to one of the alcoves that's only got a couple of clerics in. Feel free to help out as much as you can over there. We're stretched to our limits as it is.
Okay. Do you know if the dragons looks like they were returning?
I am not that sort of person. I deal with religion, I deal with the here and now. I cannot foresee the future. You would be looking to one of the shutaway seers in one of the corners of this world to find that out.
Okay. I will sort the situation with the dragons as soon as I can. But first, my city comes first. My people come first.
A true monarch.
And I'm gonna go help out as much as I can.
Okay, so Hazel's gonna go be Florence Nightingale. What's the rest of you gonna do? Zaz, what are you gonna do?
I'll help as well to find any other injured people that might need help.
Okay, Nisa, what are you doing?
Looking around at any of the injured, any tieflings.
We'll come to you in a minute. Zeta, what are you doing?
So, first of all, he's gonna ask the priest, what's his name, Tadpole?
Polto.
Close enough.
Tadpole,
Okay,
Polto.
yeah.
You got the letters right in the wrong order.
Yeah, so first of all, he's gonna, like, ask Polto about the daggers of Esalinti, and then he's gonna use all of his remaining spell slots, which is 3 first, 2 second, and 2 third on, like, healing.
Okay, so first of all, Nisa, make me a perception check.
Guidance.
I knew
Oh,
that was
yeah.
coming.
Oh, that's a nat 20. Okay.
There we go. So
Yeah,
as you look around the makeshift hospital of Esalinti, you see obviously a myriad of different races. Obviously, from the last time you're here, you know this is a city that welcomes one and all, no matter the race. You see humans, elves, dwarves, halflings, goblins. Not so many goblins, but goblins nonetheless. Elementals, celestials, half giants, orcs, ogres, that sort of stuff. You do see a little group of tieflings who all stuck together. There's no more than about half a dozen.
I'm just gonna head over to the group, start throwing up conversations with them.
Okay, so we'll continue with Nisa and then I'll come back to Zeta for them asking about the daggers. So go ahead and spark up conversation.
Obviously, I'm doing this whole thing in Infernal because we're all tieflings.
Yeah, you're all tieflings. This is like going to this is like going to a school and you find the one group of like students who are from, say, Spain, and you speak to them in Spanish because you all know it.
Exactly, yeah.
It's kind of like a secret,
It's a secret, but it's not a secret.
secret message way.
There, go ahead.
Hi. Everybody reasonably okay?
Well, I mean, we could be doing better, but I guess we're all still alive, so that's one thing.
That's good. Look, I've been asking around for everything, and I've been getting responses from nobles and people on the streets, but I trust it from my own kind's mouth more so than some merchant. What the fuck happened?
Are you talking about here, or are you talking about somewhere else in the world, mate?
Well, we're all the ones who've got our houses burnt down, so we'll start with here.
It was quite chaotic. Obviously, the king demanded a partial mobilization of every and all able-bodied man. They then left for about 3-4 days, heading up heading north-northwest direction. It was only after that that we heard bells and sirens going off. Guards were manning all the dwarven crossbows. And that was when hell was unleashed upon us, when the dragon flew overhead and breathed a multitude of fire upon us. Another joined their cause swiftly after, breathing streaks and streaks of lightning down upon any who were unfortunate to be caught amongst it all. It was a real War of the Worlds type thing.
Looking around, we seem to be the only group who, at first glance, appear to understand Infernal.
At a glance, yes. Obviously, other people may understand it, but they've got bigger priorities right now, so you lot can obviously deem yourself safe.
I'll speak in a hush to the party, the group of tieflings, just in case. Look, I've seen a few mad old men in my day, but none quite like this king. I know someone who has a claim, and who is not prone to fits of madness.
It wouldn't be you now, would it, Slass?
No, thankfully not. I've never been much of a ruler. Friend of mine. I'm not asking for your aid. You're injured and you have better priorities. Only for your knowledge. Anything we can use to get Princess Hazen on the throne.
As you say that name, you see them all sort of looking around, and then the person you're talking to clocks Hazel, obviously far off, and obviously he recognizes her, and just looks down and is like, give us some time, we'll gather what you can. There's no promises, but it's better than nothing.
Helping people too.
Of course. I have a somewhat of a safe house. Deposit all information that you can here, and I'm just going to give them the address of Freya's shop.
We'll make sure that any information we get is deposited via post, as to not look suspicious.
I appreciate that. Good luck to you all.
And with that, we'll go over to Zeta. So, what are you going to ask the head priest? How are you going to word it?
Pulling out the daggers of Esalinti. I found these in Drac. They seem to have belonged to someone called Millennia. Can you tell me anything about them?
Well, these daggers, they look of an old celestial kind, obviously. The crafting of the blades, the hilt, the wrapping of the leather around the handle. It's very, very intricate stuff. Obviously they are made by fallen angels, so they hold that angelic power behind them. I have no idea how they ended up from Millennia's possession and fell into Drac, but they'll definitely be powerful against those that are considered undead. I mean, they might even help you out against some of the living. From what I hear, Millennia was friends with a great ranger, one who has long since passed in time. But she knew how to fight, she knew how to stand on her own, and she herself went on many expeditions around the world. You'd be wise to keep them hidden until the opportune moment.
Okay, thank you. Then Zeta's gonna go and do as much healing as he can.
Right, as you do that, you lot can interact for a bit. I just gotta go use the lavatory. Bloody hell.
Ooh, this This is a very tense session. Because, of course,
thought-
we've got to be careful where we trod.
That's why I'm making sure to not speak common.
I think if I find any orcs around your place, Hazel, I will help those orcs and speak orc.
You're not near me.
I know.
I'm helping out people in a far corner.
Oh yeah. There's, if I just sort of find some orcs around, I'll speak orc for now. If I find any suspicious things going on.
Hazel's just focused on our people, so.
Mhm.
Being the princess she is, you know. She really does care, doesn't she?
If you haven't already, please like and subscribe our channel of obviously the Arcane Adventures.
And if you've not already, click the bell. Then you will get notified on all of our videos.
Right, so Hazel and Zaz, you both obviously go over to this sort of lesser man part of the temple. You see a few rows upon rows at either side of you laden with injured. Both of you make me 3 medicine checks. This bit was ripped straight out Fallout New Vegas, so anyone who watches Fallout streams it, tune for that.
3, 1, and 15.
Oh my god. Okay, so for the first one, it's a nat 20, which is a 23. The second one is a nat 20, which is also a 23. And then the third one, which is a 6, which is a 9.
You burned 2 nat 20s on medicine checks.
Yep.
Okay,
Pretty
so,
much.
I got 15, a 1, and a 3.
okay.
I'll show you proof of it.
I want to see this proof now. I want to see the proof.
I mean, remember when I got 2 nat 20s at once?
Yeah, that was oh, that was interesting.
That was interesting.
Where are you putting this? Put it in the VC chat,
Okay.
because then we can all see it simultaneously.
Cool.
I have to say, adding the 30-second delay to the stream really helped it. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't dropped a single frame yet. I'm now just gonna watch those frames tick up.
I mean, most people do that anyway.
Yeah, I mean, streams are delayed anyway because you got that time between transmission and broadcast,
I
so...
always tended to wonder why they did that, but now I know.
Yeah, now we know, because it actually helps connection, because it's not got to be as real time.
But it's still live. So.
Yeah, it's still live, we're still reading the chat, I'm just watching... the one message in chat that's standing out to me is, I am Dungeon Mummy, I can counter you, ! Times 4. Oh my god.
Right, it's down there.
Yeah, but technically you've got to go DM, which is Dungeon Mummy, which is also Dungeon
Yep.
Master.
So you can confirm that's a natural 20, and a 6?
Yep.
Awesome. So, we'll do one by one, as you both go to the 2 rows. Hazel,
Yep.
you go to the first one, you obviously inspect the body, you can see that there are pretty bad burns, and a few cuts and scars on the body, so you grab a bucket of cold water that's laid nearby, you grab a sponge, and you just gently tap it across the burns. Obviously, even though this attack happened days ago, these burns are still searing. Obviously, the cuts and the scars, you feel this is a little too far out, so you just leave it at what you can. The person looks up on the bed and just gives you like an affirmative nod of thanks. The other 2 you get to and you're like, yeah, no, I'm nowhere qualified for this.
But can I, like, attempt one more time for one of them?
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
Zaz, on the other hand,
But you can just do it anyway, not knowing what you're doing.
Yeah, you can rely on sheer dumb fucking luck.
Not happening. I care about my people too much.
So, Zazabar. You
Yes.
The first 2 patients you see, you manage to mend up very, very skillfully. Like, these are cuts that you and your tribe sustained during, like, daily activities. You knew exactly what you were doing with these.
I'm gonna.
As for the third one, you feel like you know what you can do. Do you want to attempt it?
I'm gonna take the risk of it and do it.
Roll me a percentile.
Oh.
Okay.
That's a percentile.
Yeah, that's a percentile die roll.
That's a D10 and a D100.
Yep. Because not everyone has the D100 ball like Toby does.
I do with it. That's 800, I think.
No. So what does the D100 say? Is it 00?
Yeah.
And the D10 says 8.
Yes.
Okay, so that is a total of 8 out of 100.
Oh.
So you have a look and you see the man's legs not entirely in line. So you're like, I know what to do. And you grab your axe and you cleave the man's leg off, screaming in pain as 2 clerics come running over.
I should have not done that.
As 2 clerics come running over, and it's like, we'll take it from here. Step aside.
Yeah. You do your bit. And I'm just gonna go into one.
I'm going to slap them.
Yeah.
Roll
I'll take that.
You're not gonna resist?
No.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go. If you don't know what you're supposed to do not do it.
Okay.
It's efficient.
You're not there, Zeta.
If you're not sure, very sure, that you're supposed to do something, don't.
Okay. I won't.
How many people have time to look at this?
Everyone.
I'm just gonna go. I am very sorry. Am I able to go over and see the damage that he has done?
You see the man. He's got 1 leg missing.
I'm just gonna foot off.
Is Polto there tending?
Polto's somewhere else, but one of the other clerics is just looking like, why the fuck did you do that?
I'm just gonna go to one of the clerics and I'm gonna say, other than having his leg chopped off, is he going to be okay?
He will survive, do not worry.
Will mending fix his leg back?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Get the stapler, we can fix this.
I thought I'd ask at least. I'm just gonna.
It takes like a 7th level spell to fix it.
So yeah, as you 2 finish with your healing, what is it you're going to do?
I'm gonna shout over to Zeta and go, please can you come here?
I'll come over.
I'm just gonna go, somebody did this, looking at, the person,
Yeah, it's like, not naming any names, Zaz, but they did this.
Can you help?
Is there anything I can do to help? Cause like, the only healing I can do is 3rd level cure wounds.
There's nothing you can do. You have to rely on a more powerful cleric.
I'm just gonna look at the clerk and I'm gonna go, is he going to survive?
He will survive,
Okay.
and give it like
Oh,
a day or so, and he'll have his leg back on.
okay.
But from what I'm seeing, he's not the combat medic, that orc.
I'm just gonna go, you are not to go near any more patients.
Okay.
You fool!
I'm gonna get that guilty face, like,
Go stand
I've
near
done
Polto
many
and help
things.
him out.
Okay. As you wish.
as you say that, you hear the sound of boots approaching as... I leave you guys alone for like a few days, and I come back to someone's leg cleaved off.
Is
What the
this
fuck?
Freya?
For
Yes.
once, it wasn't my or Nisa's fault.
And I'm proud of you.
I've
Sorry.
just sent off the person that did that because they are not going to any more patients.
And you can blame it on me, Freya.
Oh, don't worry. I watched it all unfurl.
How are you doing here?
Oh, I've not been worked this hard in my life. Well, that's a lie. I have been worked this hard in my life, but not for a few thousand years.
What do the injuries consist of?
Burns, cuts, scars, amputated legs, fractures, broken bones, you know.
Can I help out at all?
Well, unless you want to run yourself into the ground like the rest of us.
They are my people. I wish to help them.
You can help them in ways that's not this. You do know that.
Yes. I'm gonna go. I need to go see my mother. Maybe she can talk some sense into my father.
Which one's your mother again? Which one's your mother again?
The Queen?
The Queen. Yes. Name?
I swear it's Ruby or something. Might be wrong, but I remember it being Ruby, or that might have been her sister.
On the document that you still have. It's on there, because it's at the top.
You're so right. Celine.
Celine.
Dion.
No. Celine Christian?
Celine. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's right. She's
You know-
right. Good chat. She is.
White hair.
Yeah, I was like having lunch with her yesterday, like during my short break. She's actually quite a nice lass.
Is she helping out?
She's doing more than your father is.
Okay.
If anything, she was the biggest advocate for not wanting him to go.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to her.
You'll probably find
With Ruby?
that's the half one, yeah?
Wait, what?
Obviously your full kitsune, they've got all their stuff on the outside. They're half kitsune if I'm correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Most likely place you'll find them is either in town or at some tree on top of a hill.
The memorial tree.
If that's what you call it, then that's what it is.
I'm gonna, transform. Run. Faster in my kitsune form.
As you do, she's like, oh, bye then. And she just turns back to say to Tyke, does she do that often?
More or less.
We get used to it. It's cool and very impressive.
Wait,
Fair enough.
I don't even know that I was a kitsune.
Freya knows a lot.
Okay.
So, we'll stick with the three at the temple. After, obviously, a few more hours, no. What is it all three of you going to do? You've all done, obviously, Zaz has amputated someone's leg. Zeta has helped people existentially, and Nisa's been gathering support. What is it you three are going to do now? We'll start with Zaz.
After that damage I've accidentally done, I'm just gonna go into a corner and think about what I've done.
Okay, Nisa?
I'll just kind of wander around and spread the message to of the ships coming in, so that anybody who is able to, like able-bodied, can leave and head to the ships and get off.
Are you able to?
Ready, hip. And Zeta. I didn't forget your name, I swear.
I will go looking for a magic shop, assuming there still is one.
I mean, you know of Freya's shop. You don't know if any others are still standing, but you can certainly go looking.
Yeah, I'll go looking.
Investigation check.
That is a 27.
So, with obviously the knowledge that when you last saw Freya's house, Freya's shop, you saw that it was in pretty much the same condition as when you left it 3 years ago. You sort of look around looking for that same sort of detail, and you do manage to find a smaller shop that's a more general arcane shop rather than Freya's druidcraft shop.
I'll head in.
Okay, as you do, you see it's not a wide section, it's a pretty small selection, but it's a selection of arcane items nonetheless.
Do they have an all-purpose tool?
Not on display.
I'm gonna go up to the counter and ask if they have one.
Okay, as you do, you see this. They almost look too young to be running the shop, as the robe sort of extends past the wrist, like halfway up the hand. They fumble a little with what they're carrying as they look up. Yes, how can I help?
Are you selling any all-purpose tools?
All-purpose. I'll just have a look for you. Wait one there. Wait a moment. As they sort of trying not to step on their robes as they walk into the back. You hear them obviously talking to themselves before they come out and hold up one of the all-purpose tools and say, "Is this what you're looking for?"
Out of game, what rarity is it? Like, is it a +1, a +2, or a +3?
I would say it's a +1. Well, at least this one anyway.
Do you have any stronger ones?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. I'll take this one. How much is that?
That'll be 70 gold.
Alright, I'll hand over a platinum.
As you do, say, oh, this means I've got to calculate change. Yes.
You can keep the change.
But keep it. What?
Keep the change.
So I don't give you anything. I just keep. Okay. Well, I hope this is I hope this is good for you. Use it well, and please do come again.
Okay, thank you.
Anytime. What are you gonna do after?
He's gonna go looking for a jeweler's.
Another investigation check.
$23.
No jewelers are left standing, I'm afraid.
Are there the remains of any?
The collapsed in remains, yes. And obviously
I'ma go digging through one, looking for diamonds.
Make me a perception check.
Is it sight-based?
Yes.
Okay, I get advantage.
I should have said no, it's hearing based.
The screaming diamonds.
Yeah, do you not know how diamonds scream? Go.
Okay, should I take the 12 or the 12?
That's a good question.
Maybe you should take 12?
Yeah, I would say in this scenario you take the 12, okay?
Alright, I'll go with the 12. With modifiers, that's 23.
You see a glint as you're sifting through the wreckage. A bright white glint. As you
I'm
move,
gonna go over to it.
as you move more rubble aside, you see so about that bigger sized diamond.
How much is it worth?
Give me an intelligence check on that.
I have proficiency with jeweler's tools, so would it be with advantage?
Yep.
That is a 19.
You could tell that most people would sort of price this around 25,000-30,000 gold.
Shit.
Obviously, taking a look at it, it is a perfect diamond.
Would it work?
So,
Okay.
that's what you're playing
I'm
with.
pocketing that for now and handing the spotlight over to someone else.
Hazel!
Mm?
You find Mumsy at the memorial tree.
Is your back turned?
As you cross the bridge, you see her knelt down in front of the memorial tree with Ruby by her side, also knelt down, just almost praying-esque to the tree.
I'm just gonna go. Hello there, strangers.
As you see that, you see Ruby turn around like a shot, get up and run to you. Just giving you a massive hug. Obviously, she's 3 years older than when you saw her last.
Oh, whereabouts is she on me? As I look pretty much the same.
I'd say, yeah, because you're same height. Stand up, mate.
Okay.
So, 13-year-old would probably be about there.
Okay. I'm 5'5".
So they could comfortably like just run up to you and just like that.
Okay, so they're quite tall.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey. I can tell you miss me.
They don't say a word, they just hug you.
I'm just gonna hug them back.
As you're hugging back, you do see your mother. As you like introduce yourself, you just saw her raise her head.
Mother?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yes. I didn't mean to be this long. I'm sorry I took so long to get home.
You see her stand up and turn around. She's different than the last time you saw her.
What about her is different?
On the face. Scar going down there.
What happened to you? Mother!
An assassination attempt. A poor one at that.
I'm going to go over to her with my little limpet following me, probably hugging me still. I'm just gonna
That's
go,
what I would say.
and I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry about anything. You never caused any of this, did you, darling?
The letter I sent. I didn't think it would cause this much.
No one had any idea it would. Don't blame yourself for that.
Mother? Father's unwell.
Yes, I know. You gotta remember, I sleep next to him every single night, and all he does is just toss and turn, thinking about what to do next.
All he thinks about is power now. This city is no longer the city of freedom. It's a city of fear.
Not for much longer now that you lot are back.
What? Do you know what I plan to do?
I knew you wouldn't stand for it. You never have.
So you know I'm planning to overthrow him.
Loose lips cost lives, love.
Loose lips?
Don't go talking about that openly.
I know. But I know here, I'm gonna look around. No,
It's just you three.
it's just us.
But still, you have no idea where he's got spies.
True.
No, this isn't what you're going to want to hear.
What is it?
For the sake of this, and to keep you out of the spotlight,
Mother.
make it so Ruby is taking the throne.
No, Mother. You know I've always
He won't-
wanted to.
He won't see it coming. You're still going to take that throne.
But
He
then,
doesn't know.
But then Ruby will be in trouble.
As I say, he doesn't know. All you have to do is gain enough support for yourself. Put the focus on Ruby so that it makes it look like she's the one taking the throw, and then you can easily from the inside take the reins.
What exactly do you want me to do to put the attention onto her?
Do the job he's asked.
But
Send your supporters to prison and release them when the time is right.
how could I send my supporters to prison?
It's the only way you can guarantee that they will, in fact, rise up when the time is right.
And the guards? Is there a chance of me getting them onto my side?
If you can speak to Hadrian, you'll be in with a fighting shot.
I'm guessing that Hadrian's never forgotten me, huh?
When this all kicked off, the first words he said were, "This wouldn't have happened if Hazel was here." However, the captain of the army, the new one, after Julius was killed during the fight with the demons all those years ago, he's quite a staunch ally of the king. So you might have to watch out for him.
Okay.
But if you can get Hadrian on side, which hopefully shouldn't be too hard.
Where would he be now, Mother?
The barracks, out on patrol, the jail, I don't know. He could be anywhere in the city. Without magic to say where he is exactly, I have no idea.
Okay. And Mother? Father didn't find out, did he?
He doesn't know.
Good. If he finds out now, I don't know what he'd do.
He turned the city upside down looking for him. Trust me. Even though I know what happened to him.
What happened to him?
Hadrian happened to him. Me and him were talking one day, he could see I was distressed, he got it out of me and took matters into his own hands. He knew he could.
I'm just gonna quickly go, Ruby, I know you've missed me, but please, can I give Mother a hug?
You see her tentatively, like, just release the hug and just take a step back.
Thank you. I'm just gonna hug my mom so tight.
As you do, she hugs back, trying to match your strength, but ultimately fails under the conditions.
I love you, Mother.
I love you too, daughter.
Oh, sorry.
I do still have to breathe, remember?
I've gotten stronger since.
I can tell all those years away clearly did good for you.
Well, actually, some of them weren't actually years for me.
I can imagine Bon Fortuna does that to you.
Yeah. Anyway, I must get going. I have something to do. I'm gonna kneel down to it. Well, I'm gonna look at Ruby, because I don't need to kneel down anymore.
Thank you.
And I'm just gonna go, you've grown since I last saw you. I'm very proud of you. And I will see you after this.
You see her point towards the memorial tree.
Are you okay, Ruby?
She takes your hand and she pulls you over. Like, come on, you need to see this, you need to see this.
Okay, I'm gonna go over with Ruby.
Obviously, you know, carved into this tree facing the bridge is the line of all the kings and queens who have ruled this place.
Mm.
They've already carved your name into the tree.
Who, my mother?
It's not your mother's carving. It's Ruby's.
Ruby. What if someone sees this?
Oh, well, As she then waves a hand over the name and you see the carving heal itself, if only for an illusion.
You're a cheeky little one, huh? Well, I guess you weren't little anymore.
I got you as an older sister. What'd you expect?
I want you to look after your mother. Keep her safe. Okay?
She bear hugs you once more.
I love you, and I won't let any harm come to you or anyone in this city.
Go give him hell, sis.
I will. And I'm gonna stand back up. I'm gonna walk, but then I'm gonna turn around. And I'm just gonna say, wish me luck.
You see them both turn back to each other, just restarting their own conversation. As you're on the bridge, you see a figure about your height.
Who is it?
Perception check. Or Arcana, whichever one's higher.
Probably my Arcana. Hold on. Oh, it's a 19 anyway. Neither. They're both flat. So It's a 19.
So which skill are you using?
Perception.
You recognize the outline.
To be.
Bob the Builder.
To be.
To be one of the former party members. As you walk closer, you then see the rest of the world around you fade to this pitch black as only the part of the bridge that you two are on remains visible. You see the darkness of the figure get washed out by obviously this elven form in a black trench coat, black corset, knee-high boots, braided hair, and red eyes.
So it's Ezio, right?
Gender bent Ezio, yeah.
I'm just gonna go. What are you doing here?
She takes a few steps forward.
I'm gonna take a few steps back. And I'm just gonna go. I'm going to ask again. What are you doing here?
God, my yawning's uncontrollable, fucking hell.
You should probably think twice before backing away from a useful ally, Hazel.
I'm asking. What do you mean by that?
I don't come here for any old reason.
And what do you get out of it?
Well, let's look at it this way. You get an easier time killing your father, and...
I am not killing him.
Shame. It looked good on your record, I must say.
What record?
The record of who you've killed, obviously. I mean, you can put it up there with some great names, you know, but no.
Who have I killed exactly?
I don't keep track of who you've killed. I'm not your stalker.
Seems like you are.
Oh, trust me, I'm more inclined to stalk that elf you travel with.
Leave?
It's easier to stalk those of my own kind.
Leave my boyfriend alone.
They're more emotionally distraught. It's easier to mess with their mind. You should know that, obviously being a little student of arcane magic.
Other than asking me... Other than saying you're my ally, why exactly are you my ally?
Well, I'm not your ally yet, but you can clearly make me your ally. It's not hard at all. I mean, let's look at it this way. I give you help in removing your father, however that may be. You give me help.
Help him what? I do not agree to things I do not know about.
Then allow me to elaborate then.
We used to be friends.
Used to be. Why are we not anymore? What happened for me to...
You betrayed us. We gave you the opportunity, and we thought that you'd come back all right.
Apparently not.
Now?
I died, princess.
Didn't Zaz mention that to the group?
Yep. Zaz mentioned that Enya hadn't been checked into hell.
I know.
Well, at least you've heard that little part about me. Quite an accomplished court mage I am.
No.
I mean, hell, I'm fucking with your mind from thousands and thousands of miles away.
Please, let me deal with my own problems.
If you ever get bored and wish for a little bit of fun in a new world, try finding me in Javier.
I won't. Goodbye.
Oh, trust me, you don't go until I say you go.
What do you want now? Hmm?
Would it not be beneficial for you to have friends overseas in lands far away? You'd then envelop the main continents of...
I don't wish for power! I've already told people this.
Well, you never told me, did you?
I did. When we were adventuring together, I said I wished for peace.
Oh, what, when we went up north and destroyed that drow encampment?
I said I wished for peace.
And it looks like you're gonna have to declare war to get peace.
Declare war?
Against your father. You can't topple him peacefully, can you?
But they can.
No. No, you can't.
The only person who won't get peace from this is my father.
Well, boo fucking who to him. Oh. And if you do find my... I can't call him a father anymore, can I?
Not really.
Well, if you do find that emo, put a blade in his neck from me.
Related man-child.
That's not my choice.
I'm asking you to.
And what have you done to require an asking of me?
What have I done? You tell me. You seem to know me better than I know me.
You've done nothing.
Did I not fight with you? Did I not stand there with you?
You did, but then you turned your back and betrayed us.
That's such a strong
When
word.
all
and
we
su-
offered was our aid to help you.
You use such opinionated language, I don't like it. I'd much rather you say that I went on my own path.
You went on your own path and died.
But I came back.
Through reasons, through ways that you shouldn't have.
I hardly call magic a way that I shouldn't have. If anything, that's the reason I'm here. The reason I'm still kicking. The reason I'm doing a lot better than you lot. I have a functioning kingdom behind me. An army. Limitless adventure across this continent. What have you got? Nothing but problems. Perhaps you should take up my offer. Maybe then you might find peace.
You've taken over the kingdom of Harry.
Oh no. I'm court mage to its overlord. My god. He could wipe the floor with his armies.
Power isn't everything. And I'm gonna try and remove them from my mind.
Are you gonna start walking away from them?
Can I attempt to remove them? They said that I...
Make a wisdom check. Wisdom save, actually.
I'm gonna use my inspiration point.
Yeah, finally people remember they can burn inspiration points. Whoa.
That's a nat 20!
See it from here. So, as you take a step back, you push your way through like the blanket of darkness, and as you do it,
That's 24.
it pierces and you return to the normal world.
I'm gonna continue where I was going, so to my dearest friend, Hadrian.
As you're doing that, what are the others doing? So obviously it's been a bit of time since your last interaction. So what is it you're going to do now? We'll start with Zaz. obviously you've sat in the naughty corner long enough.
I guess. Also, I can't help people now because obviously Hazel is mad at me now.
Not just Hazel, the entire church.
Hmm.
Be very careful.
I'll just help a few for now, but very careful.
Medicine check. General medicine check.
What did I tell you about patience? Oh,
Patience is a virtue, not if you're Zazabar.
That's going to be a 16 on medicine check.
So being gentle and careful and having oversight from clerics and priests, you do manage to aid people.
At least that's, see, I'm being very careful. At least I've done that.
They give you a look and shut the fuck up.
I can get that bra face.
Nisa, what are you doing?
How prominent is the Thieves Guild in where we are currently, like in the surrounding area?
Non-existent.
Okay, I can work with that. Are there any shops? What shop would sell like things like smoke bombs?
You'd be looking at an armourer's or a blacksmith.
I've already got my armor pretty sorted out. I'm gonna head to a blacksmith.
The blacksmiths in the city are probably one of the only things that haven't actually been affected by the dragon attack.
Oh, beautiful for me.
So heading along to the first one you see this dwarf, this large, portly dwarf, just forging away on the anvil. I have a couple halfling assistants helping him out. But
Hello, friend.
hi. Oh there. As he just pops the sword into a bucket of water. What can I help you with? For pulling it out and placing it to dry. No, treat.
So, okay, two things. Just a batch of smoke bombs, anywhere between 3 and 5 would be perfect. And do you have any explosive rifle ammunition?
Well, I'm sorry to say, lass, but all the explosive ammunition went up in flames, when the dragon attacked, I think explosives and fire doesn't really go well.
Makes perfect sense.
But I can offer you some smoke bombs. Give me a moment. As you see him, dwarven walk his way out back, grabbing a small pouch, which you can see houses 4 round containers, as he just places them on the desk. Because of the way things are going, I'm going to say they're 15 gold each, but quantity discount 50 gold total.
50 gold sounds perfect. Thank you, friend.
As you hand over the money, he slides over the bombs. Just be careful.
Of course.
Don't want them going up in your back pocket and all.
Absolutely. I'll attach them to my belt, on either side because I don't really have any weapons attached to my belt.
Bad enough?
Also, just a question.
Aye.
I have some time free. I just wanted to hear. Strange question. Would you be able to teach me your language? Like, mother tongue?
Oh, you mean the language of the dwarves?
Of course, I'm happy to pay for the service.
Well, I can't really do it justice here, but I can certainly teach you a few words.
Of course, that would be amazing. Thank you.
So, how long are you going to spend learning Dwarvish?
Call it. What time is it now, roughly?
You're looking at around 1 in the afternoon, half 1ish.
I'll keep going until I get a message from Hazel or any other party member saying that we have any business.
Righty ho.
I don't have a message.
So, what is Zeta going to do?
I'm gonna head over to the memorial tree and take a short rest there to attune to the all-purpose tool.
I'd be careful, that's a very sacred ground.
But am I not allowed there?
You are allowed. Obviously, you will be watched, but you are allowed to go there.
Okay, never mind. I'll head somewhere else then. Just, I don't know.
I will say, whereabouts, obviously the map of Intracia is in the campaign maps chat. World maps chat, sorry. I think it's one of the first ones I put in there.
I think it's actually called the ancestral tree because of our ancestors.
Memorial tree, ancestral tree, it's synonymous.
Yeah.
But essentially you've obviously got the Allderra, and the ancestral tree, you've got the industrial lands, the market town, the farms, the naval docks, defense point, Nords,
Probably like
Urson.
Freya's shop.
Fair enough, easily done. On the way you do bump into Hazel. Because what was it you were going to do, Hazel?
I'm looking for Adrian.
So yeah, on your journeys you two do bump into each other.
Where are you going, Hazel?
I'm looking for Hadrian. Have you seen him?
Have I?
He's the royal guard, so I doubt
Hold on,
it.
make a history check for me, Zeta.
You saw him before going to Bon Fortuna.
You did see him.
That is a nat 20.
So you do remember that Hadrian, obviously is the captain of the Royal Guard. He fought with you during the fight with the succubus and incubus. He is a wood elf. He prefers ranged combat. Very good friend of Freya's, and yeah, you remember him.
He knows Hazel very well.
Yeah.
Okay, but I haven't seen him since returning to Intracia.
Yeah, you haven't seen him since your return.
Being the princess, would I know where Hadrian would usually go during these circumstances?
You would know his normal routes, but to say where he is now, obviously the city in chaos, you have no idea.
Could I head to the royal guard, where the royal guard go for breaks and see if he's there?
You've got 3 points. You've got defense Öst, defense Nord, or defense Sud.
I'm gonna check all three.
So you're going to start with north, west, or south.
North, and then I'm gonna go around.
Okay, and is Zeta going to accompany you?
Yeah, sure, I'll come. I can attune later.
So, the two of you make your way up to the northern defence first. Obviously, it is a large tower that overlooks the surrounding areas of Intracia's lands. On a good day, you can see just to the outskirts of Hosted to the north. But that is on the good conditions. You don't see Hadrian there, you do see a few guards and a few royal guards there. You can obviously distinguish that the guards are in a lot less armour and the Royal Guard are in more ceremonial wear, obviously in Tracy colours.
Hello there.
You see him all just like look towards you as one steps out, one of the Royal Guard steps down. Thank God, we finally have Hazel home. How's it been, Princess?
It's been alright, but most importantly, how has he been? Other than, what's going on currently?
An absolute fucking nightmare, I must say.
Do you know where Hadrian is?
Last I saw, he was manning the defences on the western wall. You might want to check up there.
Are you guys able to go help out with the injured?
Hadrian gave us specific orders to wait at the defence points in case anything happened.
In case the dragon came back. That's a good idea. Okay.
He didn't want the city to be jumped again, so...
Yes, I can fully understand where he's coming from.
But at least someone does.
Keep an eye out, and as usual, just ring the bells if...
Obviously you know what the bells sound like, Princess, so if something goes wrong you know what to listen out for. You'll probably see it as well. Being on those walls, you see a lot.
You know I care about this city.
Find me one person in this city who doesn't care about it. Albeit, we all have our different reasons, but we all care about this city.
Yes.
Take the shortcut up the tower to get on the wall. We won't mind.
Thank you. Of all the days that I've ended up falling asleep up there, it's, you know...
And the amount of times we've been wanting to pick you up and take you home, but we were all like, nope, nope, we're not getting in trouble for waking up.
Anyway, you guys stay safe. If anything's needed, please. If any warning comes.
See, yes, we will alert everyone and anyone. You know we will.
Is the king listening to your alerts?
He hunkers down within Allderra. He wasn't here when the city attacked, nor was a lot of the army. He nods to one of the regulars.
Why didn't the army help?
They were away fighting. There was just us, the Royal Guard. The Live Guarded, if you could call us that.
I know this is a very weird thing to ask, but what do you think of the king currently? And how he's acting? As his daughter, I'm curious.
I do not wish to say anything at the moment. Obviously it is very, very touchy at the moment. Obviously with everything that's happened and his state of mind, I don't want to risk anything. Risk an open revolt or worse.
I can understand that.
But you best be heading
I best be going. I'm under strict
Just
orders.
up the stairs, and it's across obviously the small platform, you know that already.
Yes. As I said, I am under strict orders, so I must be going. And I'm gonna head off.
So as you two head up the tower, obviously Zeta following Hazel, because Hazel, you know these walls better than anyone.
Yes, I do. And I've heard countless times.
You do make your way across the wall, going towards the western bank. You do see Hadrian with a group of engineers, architects, soldiers, and Royal Guard, obviously looking at plans to shore up the defences.
I'm just gonna shout, Hadrian!
As you shout it,
Does he recognize me? Does he recognize me?
How can he not recognise you? He's so...
That was a nat one!
he's so engrossed in his plans that he doesn't hear you.
I'm just gonna, like, run up and, like...
Did you transform back to your...
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
And I'm just gonna jump on them and I'm just gonna go, hello!
They are surrounded by other people,
It's fine.
so you would have to push through them first.
Oh. Who's there? Is it just guards?
Guards, engineers, and architects,
I'm
and
just
obviously some
gonna
of the
go-
Royal Guard.
Please let me through.
As you say that, they all like just turn around to see you, and they all step aside as Hadrian then sees you. Oh, thank the fucking Lord! As he just walks up and he bear hugs you, stopping you mid-stride.
Hi.
God, where the fuck have you been?
Buon Fortuna.
That place exists?
Yep.
He turns around to the architects. Look, just put the plans in motion, okay?
What plans are we talking about?
Oh, just shoring up the city's defences, your father's orders. We hardly have the money for it.
May I talk to you in private?
He looks to the guards and he just nods them back. The regulars seem a little reluctant, but the royal guard, like, just shoo them off.
I'm just gonna say, my father's orders. To the guards.
With that, then they become a little less wary, as then they walk away with the royal guard in tow. As Hadrian then turns back. Right. I take it this is your bodyguard?
They are a friend of mine. They're part of my party.
A pleasure.
You've met them before. You fought with them.
Well, I fought with them, I didn't properly talk to them.
Yes, true. Anyway, is there anywhere private we can talk?
Oh, here's about as private as we can get. No one can listen up 15-foot stone.
No spies?
We're on an open bit of wall. Unless there's someone hanging off the walls that I don't know about, we're fine.
I'm gonna look.
I will just send Bean to quickly check the walls.
Okay.
As you do, you see nothing.
Okay.
You see no one, like, eavesdropping.
Okay. I may have lied to the guard just now.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a first, would it?
Freya told me that I needed to talk to Polto first, so I did. We all know that my father's gone crazy.
That's one way of putting it. I wouldn't say it's so tame, but then again, I'm only captain of the guard. You're a princess, you have to do it tame.
He is my own father.
That too.
I love my father because he never used to be like this. But he gives me no other choice but to overthrow him.
Oh boy, Hazel.
Adrian,
I know what you're going to ask of me.
I know this is dangerous because if my father finds out, it will be a death sentence to us all. But I have a claim to the throne.
You have a stronger claim than him at the moment.
If I manage to get you, Rosie, Freya, who is already on my side, Polto, who is also still on my side, the civil servant, the head civil servant, and the people, I have a massive chance. Hell, I used to care for the city in the past.
You're forgetting one.
Oh? Who am I forgetting?
The man he put in charge of the army after you disappeared.
I've been told that he's got a very strong liking to my father.
Her name's Nera.
Does she know about me?
She knows of you. She doesn't know who you are. She hasn't grown up. She hasn't seen you grow up, watched you be a child, and ultimately trains you. She's staunchly on your father's side. She's a warmonger like him now.
Is she obsessed with power?
She's obsessed with glory. She's basically an emperor in everything but name.
How the hell can I get her on my side?
That's the thing. You might not be able to, but you've got an ace up your sleeve, princess.
Oh.
He turns around, looking to the small detachment of guards that were around him. You see that one there, with the wings on the helmet?
Yeah.
That's who I want to replace Nera.
And how are you going to do that?
Possibly sheer dumb luck. I don't know.
Wait.
Let me
My
know if
father
you need.
gave you the task of finding out the people that doubted him. The people that hated him. That didn't trust him, his word. If I was able to somehow convince him that Nera... But that would be lying.
You would have to find some fucking concrete evidence. When all she does is stay by his side until she leaves, goes home, goes to bed, wakes up the next day, and then takes his orders. I outrank her, but only slightly. There's a lot of the regulars who would follow Nera, who believe we were cheated in Norden.
What my mother said. She said to put all the fame onto... all the attention onto Ruby. So then I could swoop in and... take the throne.
You have to try and get as much attention off you to then attack him at the last moment.
I don't know how to do that.
Look, this probably isn't going to be the best thing. But you know those underground rooms in the sewers? Where the Drow and Duragar came from?
Yes.
Who do you say is on your side? Obviously Freya, Polto...
Freya, Polto, my mother, Ruby, Hadrian, you, sorry.
I was gonna say...
A few of the people have started coming to my side, but not a lot. I don't really know how many of them.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make your life easy now.
Oh,
I'm gonna get Freya and Polto to meet us in one of those rooms in the sewers.
he's tending to wounded.
He can spare the dying for a little while. That way, we can all get together and make a plan. Rosie's far offshore, but without a support, you're dead in the water. I don't think
Rosie? What happened to Rosie?
she's sent on patrol on the Grand Fleet. She won't be back for another 2 days at least. Without the Navy, you've got nothing.
And what about the head civil servant?
Don't worry
Do you
about
know where they are?
Don't worry about her. I'll worry about them.
Okay.
They hardly say boo to a goose. They're not that confident.
How do they feel about my father? Do you know?
They keep their opinions pretty close knit.
So we don't know.
We haven't a clue.
The
They could
guards
s-
won't say anything because they don't want to risk.
I will put out a decree. All Royal Guard will answer you. The regulars, I cannot be sure.
Alright. But what if one of them goes back and...
Do you know anything besides the common tongue?
I know Elvish, Celestial, and Deep Speech.
Plus, you're a telepath.
And I can use telepathic speech once a day, and I've already used it.
This is... Right. In any way possible, get them to speak in a different language. The regulars, they're not that educated. The
Deep
most of them...
Speech would probably be the easiest, right?
Wait.
Not many of my men know that language.
Out of game, I'm looking at Aberrant Mind, and there's nothing stating that telepathic speech can only be used once a day.
It can only be used once.
I think it's only... I think the only limit of it is the maximum amount
It's a
of
one-time
minutes.
spell.
Hold on.
So if I can't use it unless I have a long rest.
Hold on.
It's an Aberrant Mind feature You form a telepathic connection between your mind and the mind of another. Bonus action. One creature within 30 feet of you. The only limit on it I can see is you need to share a language, and you need to be within like a number of miles of each other equal to your charisma
I
modifier.
thought it was the
No.
West.
No.
No?
So, yeah, you can just do it at will.
Oh, okay.
Lasts for a number of minutes equal to your sorcerer level, so that for you is
Uh,
3.
yes. I am.
So you can do a maximum of 3 minutes for. And what's your charisma mod? Isn't it +2?
My charisma modification is +2, yeah.
So you've got a range of 2 miles for 3 minutes.
But you can only initiate it from within 30 feet, but they can go up to 2 miles away from you without the connection being broken.
Okay, never mind. I was wrong. My telepathic can be used. I can hold it for.
Well, then you best pray for something magical then.
And who am I speaking to?
Hadrian.
What do you want me to use this for? The guards.
Yes, if you can talk to the guards without talking to them physically, it'll make everything so much easier.
And they'll be on my side, right?
Yes, I will put out whatever decree I need to. All royal guards will answer to any member of the royal family without question.
And what about normal guard?
Regulars I have no control over.
Who has control over those?
Nera.
Okay. But the royal guard has better armor, so I should be able to tell them apart.
Yeah, the royal guards, you're just looking for the ceremonial armor. There's less of us, but we're a lot more veteran, and you know that.
I do.
I mean, hell, I've got 400 years under my belt.
Hell,
I've seen more than you can possibly imagine.
I was trained by you guys.
Yes, you were. I think me and Freya led the charge on that one. Right, midnight tonight.
Okay.
You lot, you, the cool metal person, and whoever-
Zeta.
Zeta, pleasure. You, Zeta, and the rest of your party meet us underground.
Okay.
The manhole cover outside of Freya's shop should be the best possible entrance.
Okay. But we do
Alright.
need to stay wary because if we're spotted.
That's why we're bringing Freya along,
Okay.
because she has a thing called magic.
And so does this one. And I'm gonna point to Zeta.
It looks a bit exhausted, don't you think?
Yeah.
Used all my magic on healing for now, but it'll be back after a few hours rest.
I think we should head back, rest a little, and then help out as much as.
So where are you two going?
What time of day is it?
You're looking at about 2 o'clock, so early mid-afternoon.
Okay. I'm going to round up the group.
How are you going to do that?
I'm just gonna go. All the groups back at the.
Only Zaz is back at the temple.
Just scream really loud
Yeah, just go.
so that the entire city can hear you.
Telepathic speeches to those within sight, isn't it?
You have to be able to
Within
see
30 feet
Yeah,
to
they
initiate it.
They have to be within 30 feet for you to start talking to them.
Okay. I'm gonna go find everyone.
Make me survival check.
Guidance.
It should be if you say no guidance, we should automatically assume it's with guidance.
And that's perception?
Survival.
Survival.
Because you're tracking your friends.
And with guidance, that is.
You add a
An
d4.
extra d4.
So roll.
16.
No, roll the damage. Roll the deadly dice, which is D4, and then
The
you add that,
caltrop.
yeah, the caltrop on, and then you add that result on to the total.
Okay, sorry.
God, Zeta's only been abusing this for how long?
14.
So you do manage to find Zaz.
Flash of genius. It's the 19.
Fuck's sake. So, you manage to find Zaz, obviously they're still at the temple, just resting, under the close watch of clerics.
I'm just gonna give that look like, okay, I'm doing my job, okay?
Yeah, after you've chopped off someone's leg.
I learned from that.
When I walk in,
I honestly thought he was going to say, I learned from the best.
I was about to say, I only gave a certain somebody a sword to chop off their arm because they had a disease and they did to chop off.
So, is it time for sorry, Hazel?
I'm Freya.
Zaz,
Yeah.
we need to go and rest.
Okay. Sounds
It
good to
won't
me.
do any help if we wear ourselves down. This is what I'm saying in front of everyone.
Yeah,
Because, you know, public eye.
yeah. You don't know when Lisa is though, at the moment.
Do you know where Lisa is gone? Or anyone else for that matter?
I no idea where Nice was. Would I know where Nisa went?
They didn't say anything to
I
you
know
before
where
you left.
Marlene is.
You don't actually.
Huh?
The last time you saw Arlene, they were distraught over Freya's body.
Shit, I've been so caught up in my own...
They're safe. I'll say that.
Okay.
If you do want to find them, you still have the compass.
Yeah, you do have Arlen's compass. But obviously, that's only if you want to.
Can I have a look at the compass to see which way exactly they are?
They're south of you.
Is that towards the exit of...
Hold on, let me pull up the map. Let me actually get the map.
Okay.
There's a reason I made this. So you are currently... You come here. So you are currently there. The compass is pointing down towards here.
Wait, how's the compass measuring distance?
No, it's measuring direction.
Okay, so you weren't pointing to a specific point on the map.
No, I'm just saying it's pointing. So pointing towards. So just so people can see, obviously that is where you are. That's the temple. The compass is pointing that direction.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm going to go find everyone. I'm going to leave Arlen to their own devices because I know they're not in the best state. I don't want to have to let them deal with with stuff on top of that. Because I can understand grieving.
It's painful.
Yes, it is. I would know. Anyway, I'm going to go find the rest of the group. Except for Ignacio, I know that they're cooking and they need to make food because...
Well, actually, you don't know they're cooking. You just know that they're not there with you.
They're with... Oh yeah, I don't.
You haven't said hi to Brack, you bad person.
Well, they didn't ask where it was, so...
But doesn't
You must repent. Which arm do you like least?
But Zaz know where Ignacio is. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
you can literally say, I don't know where Ignacio is, and then Zaz, it's like, oh, I know, but I'm not going to tell you.
I don't actually know where Ignacio is. Do any of you?
oh, I know where Ignacio is. They went to with Brack in the kitchen.
He's still alive.
Yeah,
Oh.
and they hugged me. Well, in this case, Brack. And is with
Okay. Well, head to the kitchen
that one.
question, and we'll ask Ignacio if they want to come. I don't know if they will because they're in their favorite environment. But if not, then we'll go find the rest of the group. Arlen's out of bounds because of
Those
family
reasons.
reasons.
Yeah. So, kitchen?
Yes.
Cool.
So,
What kitchen would they be in?
so obviously, Zaz, Zeta, and Nisa, you do see the direction that they walked, which was down south from the actual port, so towards District Marina. But as to where in District Marina, you have no idea.
Wait, so am I with the group now?
No.
No.
Okay.
You're still at the back.
Cool.
You said you were going to be learning until obviously someone said something, and
Yeah,
no one said
I'm
anything.
chilling.
Am I within range?
Nope.
No.
Maybe not.
Do you want me to find Nisa while you go to Ignacio? And we'll
Yes.
have a chat with that.
And then we meet back at Freya's.
Cool, sounds good to me.
Okay.
Alright, good luck. Zeta says if he gives you guidance.
Thank you.
It lasts for a minute. You can put it
Yeah.
on your next roll.
You're going with Zaz. I don't trust them on their own.
Fair enough.
Oh, wait. Okay,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, well done. Okay, come on, Zeta. Let's go find Nisa.
Right, so, Zaz, make me a. Actually, which one out of Zaz and Zeta is going to make the survival check to find Nisa?
What's your survival modifier?
Hang on. Ooh, I've got a +3 to survival.
I've got a +3 too.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. So it's with the guidance, isn't it?
Mhm.
This is where it's free.
Okay. And then with the guidance. It's gonna be 11 on survival.
There. That direction, somewhat.
Okay, I'm gonna say Zeta, they are that way.
Are you sure?
I think so. But I'm not too sure.
Can I make the survival check?
Go for it.
Oh, goodness.
Just imagine us getting lost.
5.
Direction.
What is direction?
A direction.
So, Zeta, should we just try a bet to go that way?
Sure.
Goodness sake.
Oh, the ventures await to find Nisa. A side quest, find Nisa.
How many
Yeah,
D&D
well,
players
funny
does it
stuff.
take to find the tiefling?
So after nearly 10 minutes of searching the same bit of the city,
Did we get lost?
you finally do see Nisa, who is locked in conversation with this dwarven blacksmith. It's been about an hour, I'd say, Nisa, so you're adept in dwarven language. You know greetings, you know goodbyes, certain compliments, certain things like that. But you need a hell of a
So-
lot more training.
Would I be able to count Dwarven as a language or not?
Not yet. You recognize parts, but you can't read and write it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Nisa.
Hi.
We've been, Hazel has, given us a message and to meet us back at Freya's. While Hazel's finding Ignacio. So then we can come back to Freya's place.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what am I
Yeah, you're
Am I
needed.
done here? Okay. It's been great to talk to you. Thank you.
Oh, no worries. We don't need to worry about payment. Just put what you've learned to good use. Hopefully next time I see you we'll be
I
able to hold a conversation.
hopefully yes. I appreciate all of this. Truly.
Yeah,
On that,
it's what I do.
I'll get my stuff ready so I can head out with everybody. Just follow where they all go. I've been doing Dwarven for a bit, so I've got no idea what's going on.
So, as the three of you head down into District Marina, you meet up along the way with actually no. You're following your own time. Hazel. You enter District Marina and you see a load of pop-up food stalls. Like, a load. This is like a soup kitchen.
Talking about food, how is Zalantirian?
You might want to check how many slices of meat you've got left.
How much meat do I have left?
How many did you have before?
I have 16 chunks left.
You had 16? Yeah, that's now gone down to 10.
I wouldn't have been surprised if it was all.
Would have asked to keep that leg as severed.
Trust me, one of them has been a lot more disciplined than the other.
Right. Who ate it?
They both point at each other.
I guess I can't blame you. You both did have nothing currently. How about I treat you to some food?
They look at each other. They nod. They look at you. And they nod.
Okay, what food stores are there?
Everything and everything. You've got basic
Get
ones,
them
you've got
curry, you
complex
coward.
You get, it's basically just a massive relief aid. That's what you're looking at.
I'm just gonna go up to a stall person and go, do you have any food that's specific to Dragonborns?
Meat.
Yes.
Butcher. As they just point 2 stalls down where you see, like, this very, very well-fed orc with a glass eye just, like, chopping up bits of meat, chopping up bits of meat.
Also, you're selling food, right?
Yes.
How much would it be to ask you to go around and give a few of the injured some food?
We're doing that.
Okay, that's good. Sorry, I was hoping that I could help a bit more.
We took it upon ourselves to help with this.
I'm glad. I'm glad that everyone's managing to stay fed and getting better. How are you feeling? You're not feeling too tired?
I'm good.
Okay. Who am I talking to?
You're just talking to a... You're talking to a fire genasi.
Oh,
I should have made that clear beforehand.
yeah, you should have.
I wanted the comedic.
I'm gonna let you be. Have fun. Shit.
Just go to butchers.
Okay. I'm sorry. My brain. I'm gonna go find the butcher.
Can I just say out of game that maybe considering what's just happened, the dragons might be a bit of a sore subject.
Oh shit, yeah. I'm going to put Zalantirian and keep them in my breastplate and go, don't leave, your ancestors have been bitches. Please don't say bitch, please don't say bitch, please don't say bitch!
You see Zell like going, and Tyrion just.
What was that? Zell?
They hunker down into your breastplate.
Okay. And I'm gonna go over to the butchers and I'm gonna... I have 2 questions for you.
Yes.
And also, I want to ask, how are you doing in this hard time?
Last I nearly fell out. Could have smashed. That would have been bad. I wouldn't have been able to see out of it.
Well, I hope you're okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm a butcher. Chopping meat. Chop!
Could I please have, what meat do you have?
Pork. Bacon. Steak. Lamb. Sausage. T-bone.
Penis better than horse. Anyway,
We have horse.
no.
It's in the Tesco section. Next to Iceland.
Anyway, could I please have a mix of meat?
Mix of meat.
A few different pieces.
Pork. Steak. What do you want?
Let's go for pork.
I'm glad you said that. That's my name. Pork.
Well,
Yes.
nice to meet you, pork.
As he picks up just a bit of pork and just starts dicing it.
How big do you want it?
I need...
He's doing like fair-sized chops.
How big is it? It's like a whole bit.
A pork chop.
Okay. Could I have 2?
2 chops?
Yes.
Okay.
Cuts another.
But
Chops.
the first one, could you cut it in half?
This one?
Yes. And thank you. How much would that be?
We're giving food away. I don't know if you know, but the city burnt down.
I know, but still.
But
As the
We don't-
princess of this place...
no, no. Take
I'm just
and
gonna,
pork. Get back to work.
I'm just gonna slide a platinum onto his table and go, I am not going to accept this without giving money.
I'm not gonna accept that money. Go. Take money. Take meat. Go. Make pork happy.
Okay. Fine. I'm gonna go off and I'm gonna go off to like, is there like a desolate area where dragons won't cause a stir?
Not really.
I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna shove one of the pieces down my breastplate. I'm gonna shove one of the pieces down my breastplate.
Sleight of hand.
Oh. 19.
Plus modifier.
19. It was 18 plus 1.
So you take a look around, and quick and discreetly you just hoist one up straight down the breastplate.
And then I'm gonna go off to find Ignacio.
It's not hard to spot Ignacio.
And I'm just gonna go and like go. Hey,
Oh, hey.
it's really hard to keep these 2 hidden, especially in a city that's just went down because of that.
And at that point you hear, wait, I recognize that voice. And you just see him spin around, he's like, Princess! Come here, come here, come here. As he just runs around the store and he just picks you up and he's like, oh, I miss you so much.
Oh,
Miss you so much.
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't manhandle a princess.
You forget that I need to breathe.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Next time I'll make sure to woman handle you instead of manhandle you.
Brack. No.
But like manhandle you squeeze them tight.
I brought you something, and I'm just gonna hold up the pork chop.
Oh, pork chops! Let's go. Did you get them from Chop?
Yeah.
Hey. I can never remember
Well, you
which
said
part.
he was pork.
I can never remember which part of it is. I don't know if it's the pork or the chop.
I thought his name was Pork.
Is it pork?
Yes.
I would call him Chop because he's got big old like chops. You know, he's big.
He likes chopping off of me.
Yeah, he goes Chop. I go Chop as well, but I go Chop like chop.
Also, have you seen Ignacio cook?
Yeah, they're very good. I like them. They're like real cool.
You still got the
Did you know they're blind?
Yes, I did, Brack.
Yeah, that's very impressive, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Some another level when they cook.
Oh, it certainly is. It certainly is indeed.
Ignacio,
Yes?
are you done here? I kinda need you.
What for?
We need a meeting. Freya's.
Yeah, sure. When?
Before midnight, hopefully.
Can someone remind me before it's midnight?
So, around 11?
How do I tell if it's 11?
11 p.m. Brack? No, Betty, you're better. Very sorry, I haven't said hi to you yet.
Hello?
Very nice to meet you. Again, can you let Ignacio know when it's about 11?
Yes.
Thank you. Also, can you direct them to Freya's?
Yes.
Thank you.
Don't worry. Now come on back, we got people to cook for.
Yes, of course.
Right.
And then he's just gonna...
Don't hug, need to breathe. I'll see you, princess. Pretty princess.
Also, Brack, what happened to not being allowed to hug royalty?
Fuck it. Oh,
Brack.
I didn't say it. No.
Hamlin's pleasure.
No, fine. I'll put it there when I get back.
Swearing is not tolerable.
It's not tolerable in royal households, I know.
Thank you. I'm just gonna go to Brack and I'm gonna give him a light hug. And I'm gonna go, there, that's how you hug.
It's at this point that the rest of you arrive.
I'm just gonna head to Freya's.
So everyone just turned up, sees you give Brack and Ignacio and hug and it's like, and you're like, right, let's go. We've seen all we need to.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go, right, I thought they were meeting at Freya's anyway. I said Freya's.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
So they'll be turning up to Freya's.
Yeah, Brack is at Freya's, obviously.
No, they're in...
Brack is a teleportation genius. How do you not know
Yeah.
this?
He is... He's an extra-dimensional being.
Yeah, he's nearly 700 years old. God. Should know this by now.
Is it me older because we've been going for 4 months?
Yeah, he's nearly 700.
Yeah. Alright. Continue.
Right, so, as you all reconvene at Freya's, what do you do?
I'm just gonna go, everyone inside. I need to talk to you.
Of course. I'll head in.
I'll head in.
Right. With Freya, that too.
Freya's there, don't worry.
I'm gonna say, right, I talked to who you asked me to, and then I went to see Mother, and then I went to see Hadrian.
Okay.
Freya.
So,
Okay.
Hadrian said that they've got a meeting spot in the sewers. We're gonna go through the Great Neil Shop
Oh.
at midnight.
Okay, that's not too bad.
We are meeting up to talk about the overthrow of my father.
Yes, yes. Hopefully we can all sort out a plan of some sort.
He's got the royal guard under his command, so
Did he mention Nera?
yes.
Thank God he wasn't stupid for
He
once.
pointed to a guard and said he's planning to replace them, but it's going to be hard as Nera's sucked up to my father.
Yes, it is definitely going to be a challenge.
Sounds like they're trying to become more than just a... to me.
Indeed.
Does it not sound like they're trying to get my father?
Well, whatever it sounds like, it doesn't sound nice.
No, it does not. He's married to my mother.
Look, we can just see how this meeting goes and go from there.
Yes. Ignacio will join us at 11, and then I shall explain everything to them then. But for now, we need to rest.
Well, I'll open up my house to as many sofas or hammocks as you can find. If not, I'm afraid the floor will have to do.
That's fine. We've got our own little beds. We've had many a night outside.
That's good. You're prepared for a wooden floor then?
Yes. We've certainly had worse.
I think by now we're used to the floor.
Well, then
Floor.
you should be more than welcome to crash on mine then.
Very sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. If this is a small price to pay for seeing freedom and salvation brought back to this place.
I'm gonna go up to Freya and hug her.
They're gonna hug you back.
I'm gonna go, you've done a lot for us. And I'll make sure you're rewarded.
Trust me, I'm already gonna be your court mage.
I'm gonna salute to Freya.
Right. Rest how you need.
I'm just gonna go, everyone, we rest until midnight.
Of course.
I'd recommend
midnight.
just before midnight.
Just before midnight.
Like 11 o'clock, so then that way Ignacio doesn't walk into you all sleeping.
So,
How long do we have until midnight?
You've got about you've got 9 hours, so definitely long enough for a long rest.
With that time, I'll spend the first hour taking a short rest to attune to the all-purpose tool.
Mm-hmm.
Then the 6-hour long rest.
Yeah.
But with the last 2 hours, can I try and incorporate the all-purpose tool into my arm blade so it can like go into my arm?
Make a sleight of hand check. I might regret saying that. I don't know.
$25.
You see a potential point of where you can expand your device, and it's pretty easy to do so. You're now starting to gain an Iron Man gauntlet of all your different tools.
what else are you gonna do? You become a vending machine.
Okay, like, when you're playing a Warforged Artificer, you gotta make the most of it.
Their whole synopsis is just tinker this, tinker that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, so that's what Zeta's doing for the night. What's Nisa gonna do?
Nisa, just so you know, you're muted.
You said the
Rain.
Nisa!
literally perfect timing. I've just got back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We thought you were trying to
I'm
speak,
here.
but we're muted.
No, I am alive.
Okay, so what are you doing during these 9 hours of rest?
I'll get my long rest in. So that's the 8 hours, and then for the final hour, just trying to recap on some of the dwarven that I've been told. Because I will obviously have tried to make notes on it whilst it's happened,
Yeah,
and just flicking through my notes and everything.
yeah, awesome. What's Zaz going to do?
I'm just gonna just look at my special playing cards, well, till I fall asleep.
Okay, as you pull them out, you just hear, and so begins the construction of another magical card tower. You are making a card tower, aren't you? Don't be playing solitaire with this shit.
I'm not playing solitaire.
That's
Don't
good.
worry.
That's good. You need to be making something cool with some cool cards.
Yes. I guess anything is like a basic, I said, a tower. But I think I'm just sort of like scrolling through. Wait, scrolling through. I mean, just looking through cards. Because I'm bored at this moment.
As you get to the Queen of Hearts, he goes, whoop, 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 whoop. Go back to the Queen. Go back to the Queen.
I'll go back to the Queen.
Oh, now that card really does look nice, doesn't it? You got the golds, you got the reds for the heart. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of my 8th wife. Of course, she tried to kill me with a half-barrel shotgun, but, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, I got the point, Patreon.
But then again, that
Yes.
also did happen with my 6th wife, but she tried with a pistol. That didn't go so well.
Any other exes you want to go through?
Well, I've got 14 to talk about. And all of them died in their own quite extravagant ways. I think the best one would be my 9th wife.
Do you want to tell a bit about that 9th one?
So, the 9th wife, that was... So, she tried to smash a bottle and then stab me with it, but she smashed the bottle, slipped on the remaining liquid that was in the bottle, went base over apex, broke a spine, and I just looked and I was like, well, aren't you a stupid bitch? And then killed her. Isn't that exciting?
Yes. I've got no words to say about that. But
Good. Now make the card tower.
Oh,
Go
I'll
on.
do it. Alright, I'll do it. For your sake.
Is Zaz still awake?
Zaz will spend like an hour just like making the card tower, and then they will take the 8 hours kit. So go ahead and make a sleight of hand for me, Zaz.
Oh dear. That's gonna be 7 plus 1, that's gonna be an 8.
You don't get much past the first layer.
I thought so.
It's like after an hour, you get to that point and you're like, fuck. So then you just go.
Well, that was. Yeah. I love my patrons so much.
Right, so that's that.
I need to know if she will sleep.
Who, Hazel?
Yeah. With everything that's going on.
Yeah, it'll probably be so much that you just collapse from exhaustion.
Will it actually be like that?
Yeah, you will just flat out fall asleep
Okay.
and be unresponsive for like a good 7 hours.
Okay. How's Freya doing?
Probably the same boat as you. Hey,
I'm
so,
worried about Arlen.
as we obviously gets to 11 o'clock, those who do wake up, you do see Ignacio arrive through Betty's guide, obviously. As they rock up. Why does it smell like Celts in here?
Celts?
It's very druidic.
What do you mean?
Are we in a druid shop?
Who's asking this?
Ignacio.
Yes.
I love how you all forget Ignacio's blind. And they go, ah, so that would explain the weird smell.
Yes, Ignacio, this is Freya.
Pleasure to meet you, as they just stick their hand out in a random direction, and Freya just... Pleasure.
Freya, they're blind.
I can see that. Seems no one else can. Not even
Do we need-
Ignacio.
Do we need
That's
to write your own
ironic.
note? Yeah. One of those sticker notes saying, Ignacio is blind, to remind you.
Oh yeah, let's humiliate them even more. What could possibly go wrong with that?
I asked them if they
You
would
know-
like to be cured, but they said that they like being blind.
I mean, it's a...
Also, you know they are right here.
Yes.
Okay, just because you guys are kind of speaking over them, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't, you know,
Don't worry.
the only one who saw them.
Ignacio's like, don't worry. Don't worry, I've heard a lot worse. But I managed to outcook them and then somehow throw something at them. At least I think I
And then
did.
cook them.
I didn't get that far, unfortunately.
Anyway, we need to get to our location.
Yes.
So,
And
again, I don't want to just...
Go on, Misa.
I don't want to just stop these whole proceedings, but you've been telling us locations and stuff. I've got no idea what's actually going on.
Freya looks to Hazel. Do you want to fill her in?
yeah, as I said, my father's gone crazy. I have been going round and talking to the people that trust me. I've gathered influence with a few people and am meeting them in the sewers in one of the rooms in the sewers.
Sweet. Question number 2. Seeing as you are, you know, in with all the army and everything, what's to stop us from just
We aren't in
starting
with
this
the
up
army.
now?
In with the Royal Guard, maybe.
Lisa, we aren't in with the army. The army is under the control of someone called Nera. I've never met them.
You've never met them.
Make a history check.
Huh?
Me?
Gaiden.
No, Hazel.
Okay.
The D4.
Yeah, pass the D4.
Her history's quite good if I'm correct. 15, 24. Why do I keep going over there? 17.
You do recall someone who was very by the book, to the order. Obviously a lot lower rank than what is claimed.
I do recall someone that was by the book, but I wasn't. They didn't see me being raised. They
Right.
They don't know me, pretty much. They know of me.
So,
They don't know me as a person.
so our main issue is Nera, and
Who-
because once we have her,
If we had Nara, this would be much easier because she's with the army, but we don't. We have Hadrian, who's with the Royal Guard, and they have to listen to me because I'm a royal.
Wasn't Hadrian
And I'm not-
saying that there was someone who they wanted to replace Nera with?
Yes.
right?
They do. Hadrian does have someone they want to replace Nera with, but because Nera's by the book, we don't have any proof to remove Nera from her position.
You don't have any proof yet. That may change, but
No
you
proof
don't know.
yet, anyway.
Anyway, we should discuss this with the others. Let's get going.
Okay.
Sure.
He said that we should go into the manhole cover outside Freya's shop, right?
Yes.
Yep. So obviously, as you all exit, you
I'm gonna look
see
around.
you see Fred use her magic. She creates obviously an illusion all around the place, and she's like, "Go, go, 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 go!"
I'm going.
Okay. Go.
So you go over,
Okay.
you slide the manhole cover off, you head your way inside, you close the manhole cover. Obviously, whoever's last in closes the manhole cover. Spell drops. It's been 3 years since you've been in this hole. Hazel, Zaz, you remember this like it was yesterday.
Makes me think of the drow.
Oh my god! Wow. Those adventures we've been in. And now
You
we're
know
going
those
back.
rooms? The ones that we
Yeah.
went to with the false bottoms?
Oh yeah, that one.
That's where we're going.
Great.
So you make your way down into the sewers, obviously following the paths. You do eventually come to a room. You do see Hadrian now lent outside, just like keeping a firm watch as he's like.
Oh.
You will run like dart through the sewers. He swings the door open. You and just follows you in one by one. And then, before being the last thing, he takes one final look, shuts the door behind. In the room is obviously you four, Ignacio, Hadrian, Freya, Polto. I think that was it,
This
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, this is it. A plan. What we could do to find a way to.
To let Ignacio know where we are. We've just gone down into the sewers, and we're in a room where we had to defeat drow because they were trying to take over my city.
I could guess it was sewers. The smell is horrendous.
Very sorry.
Don't worry, this is all for the good of your kingdom, I'm sure.
Yes.
As Hadrian then steps forward. Right. Has anyone got any forward plans as to how we are putting this one on the throne? As they point to this one.
Well,
I'll raise
the
my
main
hand.
problem. Sorry, what were you saying, Nisa?
I'm just gonna raise my hand. I'm not in like an urgent thing to speak. My hand's just raised.
Tiefling?
The main problem. Wait, which one do you want to?
Hadrian's indicating to Nisa to start.
Well, I heard about the person running the army, and I assume the whole killing them thing isn't as easy as said and done. So-
It most certainly is not.
There's already a pre-existing rebellion front of some sort, a minor group labeled as a terrorist organization or something.
No, Nisa, we are the rebellion.
What?
Perfect. Even better. Get a small group of people devoted to the cause, willing to do what's necessary. Have them set up some fake stall. Another person disguises themselves as Nero, you said their name was?
Yes.
And in broad daylight, trying to be stealthy or pretending to be stealthy but making obvious mistakes, this fake Nero deposits documents, sacred or secrets or something, to the fake rebellion front.
There's a problem.
We get witnesses.
There's a problem with your statement. I like where you're going with this, but Nero's hardly ever out of sight of any other guards or the king himself.
If you're going to do something, it has to be very believable.
Nero always makes sure they have an alibi with them.
This is not believable.
Right.
Can I
I think more about
propose
it, but
an alternate solution?
Go on, Zeta.
Are there any other people or groups that we would have interest in dealing with?
If I am correct in believing, towards the beginning of this campaign you lot had to sort out a little rebellion within the slums district.
Yes.
they might be more inclined to overthrow the person who's been keeping them in poverty.
My father wanted to take them down. I went in and talked to them instead. Instead of choosing violence, I went in and talked to them.
Holters the sword. I do believe that those people are itching for someone to take a different charge here.
If I were to take the throne, there wouldn't be a district of poverty.
All the more reason to elect her.
And they all seem to know you as it. They all seem
It's
to know you
our
as it stands
shot.
anyway.
Can we get to the poverty district from the sewers?
To get there from the sewers would be quite a undertaking in mining and expansion.
Not gonna happen. If I'm Saul going to the poverty district, that will create a scene.
Freya leans in. Unless someone has illusion magic, you know, like myself, possibly one of the others here.
Ooh, I raise my hand.
Zeta
It's
does
like,
too.
I have minor illusion. Does it
I
help
think
with it?
I have something. Oh no, I don't. I don't have a spell like that.
Well, if all else fails, you've always got me, Princess.
I know.
Look, whatever it is that needs to be done, we need to confirm and solidify this course of action.
We go to the poverty district.
Remember what I said to you, Princess. We've got to kill tomorrow, and the day after, Rosie is back in port.
Okay. So tomorrow we go to the poverty district using illusion magic.
Yes.
Until we are in the poverty district.
We're gonna have to use some fucking strong illusions. Not for obviously hiding from your father.
Hiding from Nero and our guards.
Yep.
I know.
But
So I guess like being very stealthy, I guess.
yes.
If Nero finds out that his daughter, of all people, is betraying him, all the people behind me, and the people, and me myself, will be sentenced to death. We need to be careful.
Dude. Best bet is being very stealthy.
The best way I can see it, and I'm pretty sure Freya will agree with me on this, tomorrow is your chance of gaining public support. And then the day after you gather Rosie's support, and then it's just 2, 3, 4 days, and then we launch whatever coup we have.
Other than helping with the wounded, what else can I do to gather public support?
Promise them reform, promise them change, promise them to never send an army into that place again.
We won't send
We could always-
anyone to that place again. If I were to
We
go
could always-
there, I'd go there by myself.
Nisa, you wanted to speak?
We can always sow some propaganda into the newspapers. They all know the king's gone mad, but if the press is saying it, or believed to be saying it, that could spread the word even further. Put in a good name for Hazel.
We can't do that. The press will be in trouble otherwise.
The press will be state controlled immediately. He'll walk down there, he'll stop the presses, he'll tear up every single newspaper he can.
And he'll also kill them.
This has to all be done
Speaking
through word
of-
of mouth.
I don't mean to be morbid. I understand he's your father, but are we really gonna let him live?
He's ill, Nisa.
But he's not a mage. If we lock him up in irons, he'll have no way of escape. If we do the same with Nera, we can imprison him, trial, and then send him to some sort of remote island off into Mariam or somewhere.
My father
Yeah, but-
will get better though. Right?
I cannot guarantee that. Nor can I.
Okay. If you
And-
two say it, then
I understand, Princess, you want to do this peacefully, but I cannot guarantee he will want to give up his throne. He will fight tooth and nail to it.
if push comes to shove, will we have to kill him?
If he makes the first move, you will have to.
Okay. If it's
So I
for
guess.
me, for my people, I will kill my father.
I raise my hand again and say,
But that's
so.
only if it comes to it.
Let the orc speak.
So I guess like first stage would be Hazel talking to her father peacefully, and if that doesn't go well, the second stage should be defeating your father. But I don't want to do it to you, Hazel. But I
Luckily,
guess it.
you've got 3 people here, he gestures to himself, Freya and Polto, who know every which way in and out of that building. So we can, as long as Hazel goes in through the front door, distracts the king, we can all slip in, and if things go south, he's enveloped, surrounded, he's got nothing.
So, just to clarify, Plan A, get 2 highly powerful public figures who currently have support from highly militarized environments. Keep them alive, and where possible, because the military guys aren't guilty of anything, keep the military of whom support and pledge loyalty to them alive as well. And just hope that they aren't broken out of prison by a loyalist.
The aftermath of what will happen to the regulars is something far beyond what I can predict, but I am going to say this. When this coup launches, obviously we'll arrest the king, we'll arrest Nera, and every single one of the irregulars. Leave them to me. I'll lead them to one of the barracks, lock them inside, they'll all be detained, disarmed, and we'll deal with them as it comes.
The reason they will be arrested is for treason against the city.
The only people who will have keys to the cells for the king and Nera will be the royal guard, and they answer to me and me alone.
Now, I understand that. And I'm not going to name any names, but some people in this building, or sewage containment facility, understand how easy it is to get in and out of prisons.
I'm gonna look at Nisa.
Now, these people don't have royal support or royal names. I only wonder for the safety and security of the people if someone like that was to get out.
My father has never broken out of prison, has he?
He's never been in prison.
Exactly. Neither have I. I can't see my father breaking out of prison.
The prospect of either one of them breaking out is low.
None of them have been in that mindset before. You shouldn't have
With
to
all due
worry
respect.
about it, Lisa. Also, our prisons here are very tight.
And just so you know,
With all due
Princess,
respect, I want to put a hypothetical to you, Princess. You believe fully and completely that you are doing the right thing for the betterment of the people, which you do. Somebody who you view as an enemy says that what you're doing is wrong. You don't believe this, you don't agree with this, but you're locked up against your will for it, and you believe that unless you are to get out, your message, your people will suffer because they don't have your divine leadership.
My
Are
father
you going to
only
accept your
wants
fate?
submission, Lisa. He tried to make me submit when I went there. He asked me to go find the people that were against him. And he went, "You must do it. Go forth and do it." He didn't ask me. He ordered me. was just another tool.
He's
no
your
longer
father?
the father I know anymore, Nisa.
That's why I wonder. The man who knighted me, and the others here, is not the man of whom you speak of. The man who knighted me wouldn't break out of prison. I don't know about him.
How's this? We arrest him, he escapes. We will have permission to gun him down on sight.
Just before we go with that, Hazel,
Yes.
are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Last I checked, your breastplate didn't have a wing growing out of it.
Oh shit.
I mean, you might as well.
I found these two when we were taking down a certain place that Vi is now ruling.
Yes, their little reclamation of Vedici was much well needed.
Found both their eggs in a hidden under part of a chest. I hatched them and they were 2 dragons.
Well, now this city is home to 3. Yes, your father's pet is still alive. Injured, but alive.
Injured?
They tried fighting off the dragon. They went down just beyond the wall. They didn't die, but they were very badly hurt.
I'm guessing my father.
For once, your father tried to contain it. But it wanted to defend the city. To defend its father, in a sense. To defend its home.
What happens if I'm to take down my father? What happens to the dragon?
Becomes yours.
It knows me, so they should be alright with me taking my father down, right?
Your father hasn't been out to see them beyond the wall. They can't get anywhere. There's a couple clerics out there and a druid, but I'd make a point of showing that you still care about the dragon.
Yes, because otherwise it will go wild.
Yeah.
He'll go wild and he'll attack the city because it's abandonment.
Well, you remember he is a silver dragon, princess. He doesn't just attack because he's scared.
I'm just gonna lift Esalinti out and I'm gonna go. This one's an amethyst, and this one's a copper.
Freya walks over. Immediately, Zell and Tyrion have a connection with Freya, obviously, because druidic nature.
Zell's fire and Zell's multiple
Don't you
elements.
mean Tyrion's multiple?
Tyrion's multiple elements and Zell, they're a fire dragon.
Freya holds out a hand to Tyrion as Tyrion walks into the palm.
I don't understand why Tyrion has so many elements.
Amethyst dragons are rare, very rare. I cannot begin to describe the power they hold. The last one that I knew was around was from Volcana herself. This might be its child, I don't know.
Do you think it could be living on that island?
I do not know. But I know Volcana's having some difficulties on Caladina. So perhaps that might be a bonding tie for you two.
Yes, maybe. I do need to go back to that island, but not for reasons that my father does.
You want to make peace with dragons, don't you, princess?
Yes,
Sort out one issue at a time first.
I know. The city's first. My people are first.
I hate to break up the party, but I think the longer we stay down here chatting, the more someone's going to realise their toilet isn't meant to speak.
Oh, yeah. We should go. As I said, the poverty district we need to go to and try to talk to people. People might not want to talk to me because I'm royalty.
It's worth a shot in the morning.
And the last time I talked to them was 3 years ago, 4.
If you want, Princess, I can accompany you and your party. You know, a holy emissary might solve the tensions.
Yes, Volta. But also, don't you have people that you need to tend to?
I am simply one of many clerical healers. I do not need to be present all the time.
Okay.
Well, unless you're going to let this one stay at the church, and he just slowly turns his head towards Zaz.
No, Zaz will not go back to the church.
Well, that is good. Then I do
After
not.
that little mishap.
Then everything should be completely in hand. I'm sure Freya will be more than happy. Albeit she is a paladin, but still knows how to do medicine.
Yes. I would have called Freya here, but they need to focus on healing. We need at least some strong people to heal and take care of our people while we're focused on
Make a perception check.
aiding in another way. Perception.
Make a perception check. Actually, everyone make a perception check.
Would this be passive perception or perception checks?
Perception.
Is it sight-based?
Yes.
Yay!
For once, you got a good perception.
That is a good perception roll. For once.
29.
Okay. Cool.
So that's a 19.
So we've got 19 for Hazel, 29 for Zeta. Nisa, what did you get?
Nisa.
What did Zaz get? What did Zaz get?
I got 23.
I am here. My dad just keeps talking to me. You said my name?
Give me a perception check.
Am I assuming guidance or nah?
I mean, everyone's doing a perception check.
Sweet. That is a 24.
You'll notice that as you start speaking of Freya, Druid Freya, just all of a sudden just starts zoning out as she just leans, she sort of falls back against the wall, and her face goes from this courageous expression to this more sense of worry.
Where is
You all
Freya?
good back there?
Wait. Freya's?
No, Druid Freya.
Oh.
Why did you name two characters Freya?
Because the first Freya, Freya known as Duraz, we made before this campaign, and I didn't.
Why
expect
did you
to be
name the
bringing
second
back.
one Freya?
Because I didn't expect to be bringing Freya back, but I was like, actually, these stories link.
There's Freya, Freya.
No, Freya's dead.
Yeah, I know.
And also the Freya that you play in the Adonis campaign.
Yeah, but that's a different campaign entirely.
But you name a lot of people Freya.
I just like the name, okay. But anyway, she just stands back up, gaining her ground. It's like,
You want some help, Freya?
I think she might be in danger.
What? Freya?
Yeah,
What would
I
she...
just had a vision of something.
What?
Let me guess. Something to do with a certain emo?
Yeah, someone in black assassin uniform just crossed into Intrasian borders. Looking
Is
for
it
Freya.
Ezio?
I believe so, yes.
Of fucking course, it's the Assassin's Creed cosplayer.
You might
Oh,
have
no.
You're either going to have to sort them out before or after your father, but they need sorting out. Freya is not safe.
I have something else I need to tell you before we go see Freya.
Okay. What is
Oh,
it,
God.
Princess? Okay.
They wanted to offer me help by killing my father, and I said no. But they said something about being the court mage at a city across the water. She said that they're really powerful and they could overthrow any army that's thrown at them.
Sounds like ego.
I told them power isn't anything and threw them out of my head.
But
Good idea.
You can all continue this conversation tomorrow. We've got to get out of this place. And it's with that we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Jesus
So we've got
Christ.
Freya, Ezio.
it's all just, it's all going against you now.
It's like for death.
Well,
It's pretty much like a death.
yeah, I can safely say that this is probably going to be one of the hardest quests I'm putting you through.
It's a willing taste I'll take.
Yeah. Well, it's a risk you're all gonna have to take because obviously, there's no walking out of this.
Oh,
Nope.
I've already started building the roots.
Yeah. Hazel's committed, and you've got a Knight of the Realm with you, 2 Knights of the Realm with you, who are sort of bound to the duty of their monarch.
We've
Which,
also got a royal guard, head
Yep.
of the royal guard.
You've got the royal
court
guard.
mage.
Yeah, you've got the court mage, you've got the head priest, you need to get the admiral of the navy.
Which is Nera.
No, Rosie.
Rosie.
Nera is
Sorry.
captain of the army. But we will pick this up next week. I want to thank you all very much for watching. It's been a very